All right.
Always a good time to praise. Yes, I'm grateful. Um, I'm Today is an important meeting for me, um, which makes it important for you because that's kind of the way it works. That's kind of the way it works. Steve, I'm gonna ask you something privately. First off, thank you for being consistent because I knew you was gonna be on the call because you determine what I'm going to do next. Now, yeah, I don't need. Typically, I would explain to you what I'm about to send Steve, but not in this case. Because if you're smart like me, then this would tell you too much information. I don't care about the answer. I just care about how to build around you. All right, so he's reading. Just send a response back. Which one for you? Send a response back, and that'll tell me how to build around you because of um, you know flyers, marketing stuff, and who to. That makes sense, my man. All right, now now I really know what to do. Okay, you know what? I don't even think they would have understood that question anyway. I had to watch 500 hours of news just to even ask that question. Yeah, I just asked Steve an educated question about. Anywho, all right, here we go. Now, thank you all. He just made the second part of my stuff very, very easy. Now, let's get to it then. I've got nothing but to get to it. Okay, well, I can't get to the first part because Tiana just walked away to go get some coffee or something. And there she is. Oh, it's cold. Is it cold? Well, you like paying the light bill.
Yes. Yes.
All
It
right,
feels chilly.
Don, I'm getting ready to do something amazing for everyone. All right, Monica, you there?
I'm here.
Outstanding for everyone, including Monica. So we're gonna have to get this is final. I want every funnel done by Friday. Everyone. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Phil Susan, Pam Norris, all of them. This being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna put up working models, sexy stuff, but working models. Enough for you to convert. Why? Because I'm about to move pretty quickly. That's why I had to ask Steve a question. I'm about to move pretty quickly, and you're going to be talking about traffic. I'm about to bring a lot of traffic towards us, Law, which means a few of you, Steve, Jerry, right? Other names that I just named, and some I haven't. You're going to want to ride that energy. This makes sense? Or don't take advantage of the money I'm about to spend. That's the other option, and that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Right? It doesn't make any sense at all. Therefore, you want working things going up. So, Jerry, your question was like, you were in the ether of things. That's what Napoleon Hill would say. Yeah, the ether. And what I did, I
I
tell you
feel
what.
it. I
Yeah,
feel it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You were in the ether of things because I put the phone down and I just started playing the game and I went hard on the game for it and I didn't even look. By the time when I got off is when I responded to you. Yeah, when I got off is when I responded to you. But I knew it took more brain power to answer it, so I just waited a few hours, right? But that all that makes sense. You're in the right energy. Good. Let's see. Moving on. So that means all salespeople, you need to buckle up. Specifically here, Grace and Monica. Buckle up. It's going to be fast. Too fast, too furious. What was the third one? Fast and furious. No. What was the fourth one? Fourth fast. I don't know. What was it? Fifth faster. What was the sixth one? Sixthly.
Don't forget
Friendly?
Tokyo
No,
Drift.
it wasn't friendly.
What was the seventh one? Seventh one. I went to go see the seventh one because I was a fan of the deceased man that died. You know, Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to go see the seventh one. That ending was deep, homie. Yeah, that was They had to do a brother like that. You know, I saw 1, 2, and 3. I did not see 4. I did not see 5. I did not see 6, but I did go see 7. But we moving that fast to where we're gonna have an 8-part series with a 9th one coming out. That's how we moving. So that means you have to be ready. Give me an update on Patrick. Who's got that?
He texted me yesterday, and he had a week off this week because he was getting bone marrow taken out of his hip to get tested. So, yeah, so he just had that done, I believe, yesterday. But he did text me, so he's going to let me know. He was going to try to be on the call yesterday, but because of painkillers, he couldn't. So
No, that's good. Is he basically what I'm asking is he still down?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay,
absolutely.
cool. And I don't. The rest don't matter to me. I got brain space up here, Law. I don't need everything up there. I got just I'll kick out one of my sports statistics, Jerry. I got random sports statistics up here. I learned something new. One of them goes out. I just need to save my sports statistics.
That's the Henry Ford method.
That's it, man.
Henry Ford was like that. He said, "I don't want to clutter my brain with nothing I don't need."
That's it.
He went to court over that. I don't know. Did you ever read that story?
I didn't read that story, but I bought the movie that came out.
Yeah. That was real.
That's incredible. That is incredible. Yeah, buddy. Well, me and him got a lot in common. Because I don't know what the hell is going on over there between Monica and Grace, because they do a good job and I don't bother. Until the boat starts sinking, I ain't gonna know nothing was happening. I'm not gonna know nothing was happening. I don't need to know. So this is what that looks like. This is what buckling up looks like. It looks like this. Actually, just give me a second. I got exactly what I was going to explain it, but I don't have to because there we go. I don't have to explain it, ladies and gentlemen, because a friend of mine explained it. Hold on. Righty, and we are going. Oh, share my screen now. This is wait. Let me prime y'all. All right. Unmute your mic, Monica. I can't see your face. Let me know. I see you, Grace. Not your head. You with me?
I'm here.
All right. You're here. Okay. You can mute it back now. I just want to make sure. Listen to me. I dog you. I'm going to say something after this. Reggie. Okay. I'm going to say something after this. But I don't need to say it right now. I'm going to say it after this.
Boxes. They're called telephones. I'm going to let you on a little secret about these telephones. They're not going to dial themselves, okay? Without you, they're just worthless hunks of plastic, like a loaded M16 without a trained Marine to pull the trigger. And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers who will not take no for an answer. My fucking warriors who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or fucking die! Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch. Hit him, fuck company! Now, if anyone here thinks I'm superficial or materialistic, go get a job at fucking McDonald's, because that's where you fucking belong. Before you depart this room full of winners, I want you to take a good look at the person next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not so distant future, you're gonna be pulling up to a red light and you beat up old fucking Pinot, and that person's gonna be pulling up right alongside you in their brand new Porsche with their beautiful wife by their side who's got big voluptuous tits. And who are you gonna be sitting next to? Some disgusting wildebeest with 3 days of razor stubble and a sleeveless muumuu crammed in next to you and a carload full of groceries from the fucking Price Club. That's who you're gonna be sitting next to. So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. All you have to do today is pick up that phone and speak the words that I have taught you, and I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America. I want you to go out there, and I want you to ram Steve Madden stock down your clients' throats till they fucking choke on it. Yeah. Till they choke on it and they buy 100,000 shares. That's what I want you to do. You be ferocious. You be relentless. You be telephone fucking terrorist. Now let's knock this motherfucker out of the park.
Damn meeting is almost over. God dang it. That guy.
Now I see why you can't get past certain points.
Gets me every time, man. It gets me every time. All right. Now, excuse the cussing. You'll be all right. That's not the point. The point is, I'm talking to my sales team. That's where we at. You understand? All right. Let me. Grace, I want to hear from Reggie too. Where's Reggie? I need to audibly hear. Then I'll explain why.
Yeah, I'm here.
Outstanding.
I'm here.
Good job, my man. Appreciate you. Monica?
Heard it all.
Outstanding. All right. Now I got two options as I see it. I can go get some folk and they would then split your commissions because the money would be split. Do you understand? That's how that works. That makes sense. Does that not make sense? Am I making sense? That's 1, 2, 3. And then Patrick, right? That's 4. That makes sense?
Right.
All right. I could go get 14 more, which is what we need, right, Monica? We need about 14, right? That's about right.
Right.
Okay. Or I could use money. Both do the same thing. Let me explain. I'm talking to everybody now. Okay. Oh, look at Chris. Oh, now I'm about to run to the phone and cut to me to short. I am, man. I am. All right, I pay attention. The only way to get wealth is wealth. You've heard me say this before. I'm going to keep saying it until your ears fall off. And the only other way, the only way to get that wealth is labor. So I either go pay for labor or I pay for labor. Those are my two options. Let's break that down again. You really need to receive this. If you got any bit of emotional intelligence, you should feel my energy, because it is all the lion on this logo. I can assure you. The only way to get wealth is wealth, period. The only way to get that wealth is labor. I can either go and pay for that labor, or I could go pay for that labor. Those are my two options. Spend money on humans or spend money on 24-hour, 7-day-a-week salespeople. Rewind, press play. I can either go spend money on people who will have doctor's appointments, or take the 4 people I got and spend that money on 14 independent, different avenues of machinery that never stop working for Monica, and to fill up her bank account. Monica, which one do you like?
B.
All right. So do you see what I'm trying to do? That starts ASAP. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, I know it does. Okay. And listen, I'm telling y'all, everything you ever prayed for, everything I'm about to say is going to be offensive. And like the next 5 minutes of what I'm about to say is completely offensive to poverty. I'm either about to be very offensive, Patricia, or extremely brilliant. You're going to have to decide on your own, but at the end of the day, I am still going to act like this. That's not going to change. And I am still going to help people, and that's not going to change. That's my disclaimer. What I'm about to say is going to polarize the room. You will not disagree, or you will not agree, but I will not have 100% unanimous energy with me, because I'm about to say something to poverty. Everything y'all have, oh, I'm sorry, I switched from my disclaimer to what I'm about to say. Everything y'all have ever prayed for, I'm about to do. I need you to receive that. Right now, someone already is saying he's arrogant. That's cool. I'm about to get worse. Okay? They told Jesus the same thing. How you gonna say you forgive sins? So don't. In the room, they tore up the roof. Said the same thing I'm saying. I'm just saying in 21st century language. There's a word for that. It's called, well, depends on how you want to use it. But I am just saying in 21st century language. God is not fit to save y'all. I already did all that. I told you I was going to be offensive. It's your job now. Oh, you don't like that? That's all right. They ain't got nothing to do with that. It's time for you to work. And I already did all that. Oh, you ain't gonna like it. And I already did all that. Let me tell you A brief story takes about 20 seconds. When I got to this level, Patricia, I had a major spiritual crisis. I had no idea that getting to a certain dollar amount would mess up your prayer life. See, now I don't need to pray for stuff I used to pray for. I spend money for that. Somebody is fired up right now. Somebody is extremely upset at me right now. I told you I'm about to split the room. Okay, I said this because you can't talk at poverty and have people with you. I don't pray for stuff like that no more. I swipe cards, period. I have money that is longer than your prayer resources. So I don't have to do that. And that created a major problem for me because I was like, well, how do I pray now? How do you handle it when you pray for things on earth you can now pay for? It made me realize something. It made me realize let's just use Christianity. I never became a true Christian until I was 35. Let me explain. Every prayer I ever prayed for, law, was to get me something. Lord, fix my company, fix my house, pay my bills. Not one time did I ever do the real prayers that I read about because I was too poor to pray those prayers. I'm splitting the room, Jerry. Poverty made me an incomplete Christian. Period. Point blank. I never prayed properly. And when my resources can contain what I could pray for, it made me say, man, I don't know if I am really about this Bible life. I have looked back and I don't want to change, and clearly I did not change at all. I acted like this poor, Patricia. Just pray for me. Pray for me. Okay? Clearly I didn't change. Clearly. But it made me realize I'm pretty selfish, and not the good way. And I had a spiritual crisis I had to handle. I had to start, this is when I had to start reading a lot more Neil Donald Walsh, Phil. A lot more. Okay. I had to. It was actually Neil Donald Walsh that would walk me out of this crisis. It's the truth. So I'm a big fan of his. So let me say something to y'all. I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to everybody. I'm not praying for what I'm about to do next. I'm buying what I'm about to do next. I know you struggling. I get it. This is the time of struggle. Susan said, oh, go ahead, Phil. Do it again for me. Do it again so they can see it. Unmute your mic so they can see it because they really need to see it. Y'all see what he got up? What God said, Neil Donald Walsh. If it was not for Neil Donald Walsh, I never even heard. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. But I never was a student of Neil Donald Walsh's until I had that crisis. It's like I attracted him in the middle of that crisis. But you'll have to listen to Neil Donald Walsh yourself to get this here. Let me tell y'all something. God ain't fit to save you, law. I already did all that. Every sacred testament, that's already done. Now you got to do something. You ain't got to like it, but you got to do something. You can't be so heavenly bound, you know, earthly good. You got to do something. Period. And I'm not about to pray, Justin. I'm done with that. I'm about to swipe my card. And it's fit to be a lot. You understand? Go ahead, my man.
If you're using Salesforce or looking to recruit, it's been my experience, because I was new to the social media game. I was new to a lot of different things. And it's been my experience that I had to do some soul searching and dig into the root of my personal brand and find my new me, and then walk forward, and people will follow. And even in the Zoom world, I dress up as if I'm going to work if I'm on camera. So everything that you do on social media, regardless of if you have $1 trillion, $1 billion, or $1 million, or $100,000, reflects on your personal brand and people to follow. And the mission, the message, and the mission with the vision that you have to the world is changing a lot of lives. But sometimes see a lot of our people walk by sight and not by faith. And when they see things at face value, as you just played The Wolf of Wall Street, I worked at a bunch of those subprime mortgage places and a bunch of those Wall Street firms. But if it's by sight, not by faith. You go in there and you follow the team leader because he has on the $2,000 suit, because he has on the Rolex, and because you go outside and you see the Ferrari or the Porsche. There could be a guy that's doing 30 more deals than him or 50 more deals than him. And in a $100 suit with the car that costs $30,000, but you're not going to go on his team until you start actually doing deals. So you can fake it till you make it until you actually get there, but it has to be some substance there. So I said that to say, with bringing on salespeople, I mean, you already got the money. You got the money already. So it's kind of like a careless thing. But if you're pushing out a vision to the world, you're going to get more followers and more people on your team who have that vision, because not everybody has an entrepreneurship mindset. They don't. Maybe 20% people have, 30% people have. That's why there's more W-2 employees than there are business owners. But to get that W-2 mindset to follow and go through the storm, because it's not a quick flip. So to follow it and actually go through the storm with you until it starts to turn profit, everybody's got to work on their personal brand and their image to the point where ATS is a worldwide brand of success and winners, which it is already, but it has to show that. And the common mind of people who don't have your mindset, not everybody's a genius like you. And like I said, you have the money already, so you can care less what people think or what they follow or not. Because you already got your money. Whether they follow and learn or not, it don't matter. But to put your vision into play, that's what's going to have to be done for people to move forward. And I said, use the kids, like your sons and the generation, the millennials. That's the new sales force. Coding starts at 6 years old now. Entrepreneurship starts at 7, 8, 9 years old. Playing the cash flow game starts at that. That's the workforce, because that's when the mind is most impressionable. And people who had hard upcomings, like yourself, like I, and I'm sure there's a couple other people on the call, we had to curve that by finding other ways to gain confidence and gain influences. But the children now, this is their time to tell them that you're not going to be an employee, you're going to be a business owner. This is the time, this is where this is your sales force. It's called the peasant phase. So from 8, 9 to 15, 16, they're working like a peasant. Whether their daddy got 300 million or whether their daddy got $10, you working like a peasant. Everything you got to earn. And then they can move on into business. So that's your sales force right there. But to get the kids, they got to see something. Like a host says, a pimp, show me the money.
That's it. That's facts. That's facts, man. Thank you, man. Listen, it's a lot of stuff that's about to be on that level. Okay? I'm telling y'all. I'm not about to listen. Everything Justin said, I agree with. I'm about to do, you're going to see two things. You're going to see me do exactly what I always do, the way I do it. In the ditches, black t-shirts, middle class. Why? because I be in the grind with the middle class, and then it's gonna flip on you. Then I'm gonna get on my Floyd Mayweather ASAP. You'll see. Don't worry about it. You'll see. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to pull up in a Ferrari to do what I need to do on the next phase. I'm gonna have to. It won't be a Ferrari though, but I'm gonna have to. It just is what it is. I'm gonna control the perception. Hear me well. Hear me very well. I'm about to drop $2 million on ads. They ain't heard me, Jerry.
That's a lot
2
of
million.
ads.
That's a lot of ads.
I gotta ask this.
Mm-hmm.
I fired one of my workers on Fiverr yesterday because he just wasn't doing what he's supposed to do.
Yep.
And then they wound up banning my ass. I need another alternative for Fiverr. Who got one?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a good one. I don't know. I'll tell you for five. That's a good question. Oh man, there's one. It's like freelancer or something, but I've never used it, and I know. I probably know exactly what happened too for that to happen because I've seen it happen before too. Let me see. Alternative. The question is, what's the alternative to Fiverr? It is freelancer. Freelancer.com. Freelancer.com. Oh, I got a good. My man.
There's also one, Antonio. There's Hacker Earth.
Hacker.
Hacker Earth. HACKEREARTH.
Okay, I didn't know that.
There's Top Health. There's Guru.
Okay, I didn't. You know what? Anybody from India would know for sure because that's what the tech comes from. Send that to Justin if he ain't got access to the chat. And then Hacker Earth. Hacker Earth. There we go. There it is. Remotely hire the best tech talent. Boy, I think Shaker done sent you something. Fire.
Thank you, sir.
Man, yeah, buddy. That man, I'm looking at it right now. Look, send this to man. Go ahead and send that second one. I would check out that second one first, man. Yeah, but that Hacker Earth, he's sending more.
We got some product launches coming. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right. Listen, y'all. Who knows what I say money is? Money is what? Grace typically would be remembering what I be saying. Money is not real. So it's only one thing. Speed. Money is speed. You want it, Monica? I'm about to put 2 million army behind you. Y'all ain't heard me. Do I need to play this? Do I need to play this clip again? Because pick up the phone and start dialing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I could go and go get the people. The problem with that is it would cost a lot to train them. Then I would have to fire half of them because they don't fit the culture. I already know it. Even if I hire, right? It just is what it is. It just is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. And I sent Monica on an assignment. Monica interviewed. How many people did you interview, Monica?
Well, it was actually like 20 total, but I interviewed probably like 12 of those and got one out of that whole group. Because I was thinking of culture and some wouldn't fit the culture, just didn't have the right attitude.
Right now, we're in two of the worst times in history to be trying to find. My man said a W-2 mentality. That was W-2 mindset. That was brilliant. I never heard that before. Justin said it great.
Watch it now.
Yeah, that was great. Here's the deal. We just went from years of plenty, way too many. 2008, well, let's say 2010. 2010 to 2020 was years of plenty. That was way too many. It was way too many years of surplus, even though, let's just call it surplus, okay? It was way too many. It should have been a boom somewhere. I mean, a bust somewhere. And most of the people in business now, all they know is all that money. There's a lot of money floating around. It's a lot of billion-dollar companies that have never recorded a profit. Never in the history of mankind have we ever made billion-dollar broke companies. I'm not lying. Let me tell y'all how bad it is. I wouldn't even follow none of these people, but that's me. I'm different, Patricia. I'm about harvest. The illusion of harvest, I've never been a fan of, Steve. I just let me show you. I'm about to show y'all something real quick. This wasn't even supposed to be a part of the script. I'm gonna put it in there now. Just pay attention to this. NBA owner financial crunch. Let's see. Financial blow off on what thinking about me. Who's got sports sit on there? I cleared my notifications. I was getting, let me see, ESPN. I got about 3 notifications yesterday about how, there it is. Look at this. Oh, almost made me cuss. Look at this. Look at this. NBA owners' current financial turmoil. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm so disgusted at this. First off, don't own no NBA company, team, and complain. You shut your mouth. How about that? I'm not even trying to hear that. Have real talk. Don't sit up there and own no team, no franchise, use all this taxpayer money, build your stadium, have all these connections, and then when a crisis happened, you broke. I ain't trying to hear all that. Why we even looking up to you? This is the problem with the system. This is a perpetual problem with the system. We keep worshiping people that are not smart, that are not benevolent. They just got a labor force and have sucked you dry so they can get stadiums. And now they want to go on TV and try to make me feel bad so I could go vote for some thing that gives them tax money, my money, because they didn't do the financial principles right. You got landlords that say, well, Jerome, you should have been ready for this. No, you should have been ready for this, landlord. You don't want to get my money. Don't tell me I should have saved. You in a position of saving. You saved too. We all should have been ready for this. But damn it, I was ready for it. I don't play no games with money. I don't buy nothing that don't make no money. Listen, I'm telling you, swipe. I'm not fit to pray. I'm fit to pay. I've been waiting. It's about to get real busy. And you're going to say, can we get some help? I'm going to say, nope. Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't need it. Don't want it. Because I'm not going after those customers. I'm only going after the ones we have. I want 6.9 million customers of weird people. I just want a bunch of Jerrys and Laws. That's it. I don't want everybody. I want the weird people. I want the 28-year-old talking about starting a company, Soul Productions. I'm serious. I want the, you know how weird law, gay man in New York wanting to move to Texas. That tells you how crazy he is off top. You ain't got one of nothing else.
He would have moved to red conservative Texas.
You ain't got one of nothing else.
It's all right. We can hang out, Law.
There you go.
Thank you,
Antonio.
Monica. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I also want to be that weird person that sells a company for like $1 billion.
You understand. You understand, right? I mean, listen, y'all, my company, the new head of sales is a gay Hispanic woman. Yep. Think about this for a second. We weird as hell. Something wrong with us. All right, Christians, Muslims, gays, conservatives, liberals. If you ever wanted diversity, come to the ATS company. There is nothing but diversity here. Everything across the board. This is real ministry going on. It really is. It really, really is. And I'm telling y'all, you can do a lot more when you stop praying and start paying. Prayer is revelation. Money is speed.
You may need to help somebody with that. That may be too strong.
Man, they can't handle that. Whenever you talk to religious people about the importance of money, you lose them. And then right after that, they say, "Nah, if you can just donate to the church." Like, all right, so which one is it? God dog it. I'm confused. I thought I thought talking about this was bad. But then you opened up for offering. Now wait a minute. Now I'm confused here. We got to decide on one. No, they charge us to be here. And the only people who say money isn't everything are the people who haven't figured out how to get it. Because nobody asked you if money is everything, and nobody said money is everything. You just felt bad when the subject of money came up, so you had to kill it by saying money isn't everything. Nobody's arguing money is everything. I am saying money is speed. And I'm not about to pray, because wherever my feet shall tread, help me somebody. So I don't need to pray. It's already been promised.
Can I ask something?
Come on, sir.
Watch yourself, Reverend.
Weren't you born with prosperity?
What'd you say?
I said, wasn't you born with prosperity?
That's it, man. My lungs didn't have no credit score to breathe. Right? My lungs didn't have to, my lungs didn't go, we liberal or conservative. No. My lungs had the right to breathe all this air without provocation, in perpetuity. This is just period. All right. Sorry for the big words. They just up here. They come out when they come out. I paid for these degrees, so I got. It's the only way I get to show my degrees or use them is when I drop a big word or two in a random sentence. That's the only way I use them. Or when I write a book. There you go. Perpetuity. Think of it as an ongoing time. It's like a kind of like a participle, like ongoing time with no end in sight. So when I say in perpetuity, it says I'm gonna do it for a long time, and I ain't worried about the end. It's, long term. Everybody's putting, seasons on stuff. No, my season is in perpetuity. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. Ain't no cutoff for me. I don't live in the cutoff. I don't have a cutoff God, but I'm gonna let y'all roll with that. Okay, I'm gonna cut off God. Elijah, God dog it. Let me just put my weight here one time. In the middle of a drought.
You made Dr. Trask put her.
In the middle of a drought. Do you understand? in the middle of a drought was getting fed meat by ravens with a brook that should have dried up because brooks come from rainwater. That's Christian. Let me get my Muslim folk. The one who spoke with God, don't worry about it. Y'all won't. I'm giving great honor right now. Was at his lowest moment. And the great presence showed up to someone in great poverty and spoke the words that is now of Islam. My point is, it's prosperity everywhere. I ain't broke. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Let me keep going. We got this meeting. So buckle up. Okay? It's going in phases. 20,000 funding. Don't worry about the numbers. Just know 2 million. That's why I sent y'all those 70 pictures today. The sales team was trying to figure out why he sent us all these pictures. I'm gonna show them to y'all. It's a lot. I sent them over 70 pictures and videos. These are the pictures I've collected from the richest man in the trash can. I just collected them. I collected them. Anybody ever took a picture? I collected them. Every graphic Grace ever made, I collected them, and I ain't tell nobody. I'm slick like that. I ain't tell nobody. I knew I was gonna throw the book out there, and I knew I was gonna stop it. I knew I was. I wanted to see how famous I was. That's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to see how much in demand I was, and I exceeded both in fame and demand. I literally almost broke the company with that book giveaway. Real talk. Because we was losing $14 every book. I think, yeah. It was $9 for printing and then like $5 for shipping or something. So that's $14. $14 for every book. I almost broke the company. I did. That's how many them books went out fast. Fast. And I said, wow. And I would have broke the company because I ain't care. You understand? I ain't care. You can't break the company with customers. Remember that. In that same season, we got Steve. We got Monica. It makes some sense. Okay? It makes some sense. Now, that's happening. Hear ye well. Satish, unmute your mic real quick. I want to say this out loud.
Yes, sir.
I always had a D date, like World War II. D date, in which I said, I ain't waiting on Saga Soft no more. Boom, let's go. D date is fastly approaching. That's why we having this meeting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now then I got to take your time. Take your time. But I did my part, Jerry. Now I'm about to clobber the rest. I'm going to clobber the rest. We're landing the plane now. So Steve, that's why I asked you. Oh, so therefore, because y'all gonna need this, let me show you how to steal. You know how Giannis be teaching y'all hook story pitch. Well, we getting ready to move so fast that some of you are gonna have trouble. People like Steve and Jerry, they ready. They've been ready. Ready. And they're going to try to figure out, well, man, how can I apply all this together? Don't worry about it. You ain't got to apply. Let's steal. Can we steal for a second? I'm going to show you how to steal the right words that sell. This is not in One Business Away challenge. This is something. My 2 million is going to cause a major disruption, and you are going to be disrupted. You're going to be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And I'm about to show you what to do right now. Here we go. Here's my page. We're going to go to Lisa Nichols. I just randomly picked a name that popped in my head. There's Lisa Nichols right here. Then what we're going to do is you're going to go to the page. Everybody see the page? Then you're going to scroll down. Then you're going to go to page transparency. Does everybody see this? On page transparency, it will show you how many people are on the page, how many times it's merged. She's never merged. She's got 14 people running the page in the United States, 2 in Spain, 1 in Pakistan. They have no choice. This is all the stuff that's been happening in the media. Page transparency, okay? And then this page is currently running ads. Here's your gold, Steve. Here's your gold, Jerry. And you click go to ad library. And right here, you go and pick, copy and paste, right? And this is hook story pitch. Look at me, Jerome. Look at me, Jerome. Look, all you gotta do is find someone. Where's Chris at? All you gotta do
have warrants for my arrest.
Justin, all you gotta do is put in a famous dropshipping company, e-commerce or whatever, whichever is doing it in ads, and go do this. You can copy and paste and take their words that sell. Sure
Send that
can.
to me, please. Can you send that to
Okay,
me,
I
please?
got you. I got you. Yeah. Who did I just help?
Everybody.
Everybody. Gosh.
You know, hey Antonio, I'll do one even worse.
What's that?
I'll run the ad against their market.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Like, what the hell?
Look, you don't have to ask. I don't know what the title of this video. Look what she's doing. Free training in brackets. Then she uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. And then she made sure that the description has just enough, because why? This is what it's going to look like when on people's phone. She's showing you the background. She's showing you bright colors. She's showing you she's video ad heavy. Here's a link ad. Here's a link ad. Nope, this is one link ad. Oh, there's only one ad that is a link or a picture. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3. But she's clearly branding herself. Did y'all not see this? Am I not helping somebody? So if you say, hey man, should I use picture or video? Well, what is your competition doing? And then you say, yo, let me ask you a question, man. How do I know if the ad is successful? That's a great question. Discover fun 3-step process for shifting to an abundance mindset and creating true wealth on all areas of your life with this free, all caps, training with Lisa Nichols. Her picture, words right here, button, link, the website where you're going to. She doesn't have buy now. It says learn more. You might want to use that. Here it is. Open abundance to create wealth. Is it working? Well, shit, she's been running this ad since November 18th, 2019.
And
I
I
would
gotta
say
say
this.
something.
Yeah, I would say this ad is working. Go ahead, sir.
You're doing exactly like Wolf on Wall Street, but on social media.
I am the Wolf on Wall Street.
Correction.
God dog it. Shoot. The only difference between me and him is Joel Osteen caught me before I start doing illegal stuff again. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. Look, where's she running her ads? Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. Antonio, where should I run my ads? Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. There you go. Was that not a blessing? That's not the OVA challenge. Maybe we'll put it in there. But I'm telling you, when I drop this money, you're gonna say, oh my God, don't copy and paste Replace their words with your words until you get it together. And once you get it together, right?
You say replace it, okay? Because I was like, okay, you say copy and paste. Do that mean use what they said, or do I put what I say in a,
You put what you're gonna use what they said as the structure. If they do one sentence in a space, you're gonna do one sentence in a space. If they said, "Do you want?" you gonna say, "Do you want?"
Okay, you got to specify with me, because when you said copy and paste, I was gonna copy, paste.
Oh well, you just gonna send it back to Lisa Nichols.
Copy, paste, and edit. Copy, paste, and edit.
yeah.
The goal
I'm
of
sorry.
college.
This is why Grace is our great doer. Copy, paste, and edit is thank you, Lord. Copy, paste, and edit. You gonna do some
Run me my
redaction.
money challenge.
Yes. Yo, this is your only job. Well, let me not say that. If I were me listening to me, I would say I'm finna use all his money. Surely is. I'm finna use all his money. I'm about to get close to Deanna. I'm about to, hey, how you doing? You need something, Deanna? You need something? I'm about to do all of it. Sure is. And I just need whatever he doing, I need to be in that number, that reference, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Now, Steve, you actually, the last part, because it says here, Steve, I'm struggling on how to build in the UK. And I had to ask that question, but you gave me the easiest answer possible, because this is exactly how I think. Okay? Because I am that. I lean. We've got the same. We got the same. I don't want to say it, but at the end, I am extremely conservative. I'm just not a conservative. Okay, I'm just not a conservative, but I am extremely conservative. If we gonna do it, let's do it. They deal. Let's let them have their problems over there. We gonna do this. So you just answered for me how to handle Ireland, Northern Ireland versus the Republic of Ireland. You answered every question I would have had. But yes, you answered every question I would have had. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's what I got for you. We get ready to do the marketing training with Deanna. If you're looking for inspiration, you done fooled around and attracted some crazy nut that's gonna drop 2 million on ads. And that is just the beginning. My plan is to be the #1 ad payer on Facebook. But don't think I'm making it up. I've been dropping hints. I told y'all Mr. Bloomberg showed me I was thinking too small. I said that. If you just go to the recordings, I said that. I was shocked and astonished. I even showed you a map of not Procter & Gamble. Yeah, Procter & Gamble, and how they're the #1 spender. I showed you that graph. If you just look at these morning meetings, these not classes. I'm telling you how I think if you pay attention. I've been telling you. And I want that power. There's something I need to do next. And I need to say, oh no, y'all need to favor us. We pay too much money. Yeah. As I always say, and I'll end it like this here. Patricia, I do not try to vote. Ain't nobody worry about that. I buy votes. The #1 problem that y'all have is when you become the majority, you don't act like it. When you get in power, you might want to start acting like you got that power. That's how you lose it, when you don't. It just so happened to be Mr. Joel Osteen caught me and said, go and correct the motives a little bit. It's all right. So I don't bother nobody. I now give all that power back to the people. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. All right, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.